Brooke. Okay, so I think you had intelligent thoughts, but I have to disagree. You said that bilingual education is a waste of money. I do not see how investing funds into bilingual education is a waste for these reasons. My first reason being that if bilingual programs get enough funding, the programs will only begin to flourish. The amount of potential that these programs have to succeed is incredible. And with extra funding, these programs can positively impact the education of students that do not have English as their first language. Secondly, by having money available for these programs, the school districts will be able to get the best teaching staff there is available to assist and lead bilingual programs. You noted how the schools are in search of teachers who qualify to teach bilingual education but often have trouble finding them. You also said that in result of this, school districts are having to hire untrained teachers to teach these programs. Well, if money was invested in these programs, the school districts would either A. have the funds to hire a professional to run the bilingual education programs, or B. have the funds to have a training for the teachers to be certified to run bilingual education programs. I strongly believe that if these programs had the proper funds, that they could be immensely successful and benefit students who have English as their second language. The next topic you discussed was that it does not help students in their education. You gave an example of the Sink or Swim program and that it worked for Jorge Ramirez. Maybe it worked for Jorge Ramirez, but what about all of the other students who sunk? There's no guarantee that this method is successful for every student, and frankly, I believe it is an example of a poor bilingual program for English language learners. Research has actually proven that more students sink rather than swim, hence why it is no longer a part of education today. You also noted that these students learn the content in Spanish and would have to go back and relearn it in English. However, it has been researched by Hamilton and Creation of Los Angeles Unified School District that skills and knowledge transfers from the first language to the second language in a process that is called proactive facilitation. So actually, these students would not need to go back and relearn the content in their other language. Another study was also done by them at the Los Angeles Unified School District and discovered that students in bilingual education programs actually did better in reading and writing than those who were taught in English from the beginning of their education. These are only a couple of examples of how bilingual education is actually promoting the student's education rather than demoting it, and that it is actually benefiting the student. So in conclusion, effective bilingual programs are necessary for these students to succeed, and it is not a waste of time or money.